All right, Paul, Lamborghini, Huracán Performante, take one. Go ahead. Put on the brake. All right, hands always at 10 and 2. Don't touch those paddles when you're doing right and left-hand turns really hard. Always do hand over hand. You never want to put your hand underneath and crank. Definitely got to brake hard in a straight line. If you're braking in the corner, it's too late. I think you know that.
Yeah.
At the absolute limit, the rear end will start breaking out in this car. Don't purposely slide it. Definitely don't leave the track on purpose. By the way, hitting cones is leaving the track.
Okay.
Who was this guy? Hold up. Yo, yo. Hey, can I help you? You see all these cones and all these just gonna walk to the other side? You wanna go hang out? You go hang out over there. We got cool stuff. But you wanna drive one, you can too.
What's that all about?
Oh, we're gonna start taking pictures. Sorry about that. People just sometimes walk onto a racetrack.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta be safe. You can't have people walk onto an active racetrack, which leads me to my last point. If I say stop for any reason, the car stops. By the time I hit the P and stop, my face onto the dashboard, that's fine. If I fly through the windshield, also fine.
All right.
It's very important that we stop because you are in an active parking lot. If I do make you stop for any of those reasons, you get an extra lap.
All right.
Hands at 10 and 2. Take you out of automatic. Let's curve to the right. Now Porsche's hot lapping, so we're not going to go on the track with it.
All right.
Because chances are you'd probably catch you. We'll stop at these two cones right here when you get up to them. Stop, stop, stop. Watch this Porsche. Let's see who's driving. It's Mike, so he was your instructor previously.
Yes.
He is hot lapping. You can pull out now. Go ahead. See, all these people here make me nervous. They run out, you know. Don't touch the paddles. That's okay. You're just shifting early, leaving hundreds of horsepower on the table. It's up to you. I can't make you go fast, but you want to go slow. Also, the car will stay in second. Sometimes people hit it like 5 times, and then you're in like 7th gear.
So you have this in manual?
An actual stick?
No, I mean you have this.
It's in manual right now. Yes.
Okay, because I didn't do manual on the Porsche.
Oh, this we want to leave it in second. The reason being, it's a much bigger engine. It's a 5.2 liter V10, so it's got a ton more tug, as in torque, as you can feel.
Yeah.
If you put it in third, it'd be way too tall. You put it in first, you'd spin like a top. So the car does the 1-2 shift automatically. And then just leave it in second.
All right, good to know. Thank you.
When you watch the video again when you get home, you'll probably hear that. You leave it in the second. When you come around this corner and bury the throttle, it'll drop you right back in the first and take off.
It'll go into first automatically?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how we have it set. We nerfed it a bit. Off you go. It's not. So it didn't downshift only because you're already halfway through second.
Oh, okay. So
if you want to go first, or we'll just put
manually downshift it?
If you're, yes.
All right.
When we get to there, of course you can. Generally, the car knows best, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Very different than the Porsche.
Yes. I love the Porsche though, I have to say.
It sticks. Porsche's fantastic.
I prefer smaller cars.
This car's so much faster though. You put it in first. See how it does the perfect 1-2 shift? You're in third. You can put yourself in second if you want. Good. Now you don't have to shift for the rest of the time. This is a small car too for what it is, by the way. I know the Porsche is even smaller, but I think this thing's pretty damn good.
Oh, it's fun. That's for sure.
So you're going wide on these corners, so what you're going to do is you're going to start hitting all the rocks that flew out there.
Okay.
Plus, it's a longer distance. Whichever direction you turn, you want to hug those cones that you're turning into. If you go wide, you're also turning the car, making it go longer distances.
Okay.
So going around a track would be the slowest. Starting lap 4. Put yourself in second. There you go. Try to have the angle right before you give it gas, so you don't have to lift off and give it gas again. This thing has.
Yeah.
Slow section. All right. Almost stopping, then turning, flooring it.
Okay.
Try to think of water going. Yeah, absolutely. You're very on off.
Yeah.
Try to figure water going down a pipe. You know. You have to go super slow here because you've caught the green Lamborghini.
Okay.
You might actually let's pull up to that 6A up there and just stop. Yeah. Not a free lap stop, a wait stop.
So this is the last lap?
Yeah. Well, it's your freebie. We gave you this one because of all the shenanigans. Stop here. Both paddles, put you neutral. We're gonna give it a 5 count. Hold up.
Do you mind if I give it a rev?
I wouldn't. Only I'll tell you why. Because if you do, then everybody else does it, and they do it all day. Also, it's very bad for the car because it's like when you can go when you start. You're in gear. You can go. When you rev the engine, it has a transmission and all 4 wheels to push up against. If you rev it in neutral, it puts all that stress on the bearings. Right there, it's perfectly balanced. If you just people that rev all the engines all the time, it ruins the car. It really does.
Okay.
You can send, especially if it knocks, if it starts bouncing off the limiter, you can send the rod right through the block. I've seen it happen. I've also seen cars burn to the ground because of it. In fact, they put soft rev limiters in cars now. And McLarens and Lamborghinis, they won't let you go past 3,000. There's a way around it in the Porsche, though. Slow for the exit. So if you get the new Porsche, like GT2, GT3, whatever, and you put it in neutral, and you try to rev it, it won't go past 3,000. Will not, unless you have it set specifically for, stop right here, unless you have it set specifically for a launch, then it might do 4,000 or 5,000 only for a couple of seconds before it launches. The way around it is, even though the Porsche got the center shifter here, if you put it in first and then pull both paddles at the same time, it throws it in neutral as you're holding it. So you pull both paddles and put you in neutral.
Yep, I did that.
You hit the P button for park. And you take your right hand, you gotta hold it up like that. And you go, bye-bye. All right. Bye-bye, man.